What is going on, people? New channel. We're going to restart this whole thing over. So, YouTube headquarters had a shooting today. They say a lady came in and just started shooting people. I didn't hear anybody was dead except for her. She apparently shot herself and killed herself. Now, this is an eyewitness that I ran into. Let's see what he has to say.
Shake and they have good chocolate cake. When I was coming in, there was a big.
Stop it! Did you hear that? Let's play that again.
You get a milkshake and they have good chocolate cake. When I was coming in, there was a.
They got good chocolate cake. Damn it, dude! You know you make all fat people look bad when you say shit like that. Of course, he had to mention that they had good chocolate cake. I was going in to get a milkshake and a good. Oh, they got good chocolate cake. You could see the moment where he thought about it. He thought about that chocolate cake and was like, oh, it was so delicious. And he snapped out of it and realized, oh, I'm getting an interview about some psychopath going in and shooting people at YouTube headquarters.
Chocolate cake. When I was coming in, there was a big commotion going on, coming from across the street. And a lady actually came and went into the Carl's Jr. and she'd actually been shot in the foot. That was right about the time police were starting to come in, and the next thing you know, the police came from every direction.
So talk about the woman that was shot in the foot. Where were you at this particular point, and how close were you to the victim at the Carl's Jr.?
Well, I had pulled into the Carl's Jr. Well, there were people coming from different directions.
Carl's Jr. Now Carl's Jr. gets free advertising. Wonder how happy they are to get. I bet they are happy. But of course, the fat guy was at a fucking fast food restaurant getting chocolate cake.
Went over that direction. I was probably as far as from me to the camera as she was going into the door of the Carl's Jr.
And then what did you see happen after that?
Yeah, he remembers how far he was from the door to Carl's Jr. Yeah, he definitely remembers that shit.
As you're looking at the victim, were people around her? Did you see blood? What did you see?
People went in there. Then that's the police came over, ambulances came over. Actually, fire department. Paramedics backed into the parking lot. They went in, took care of her. They loaded her up in the ambulance and took her away.
What did she look like when you saw her? What was she wearing?
Just regular, like, dark business clothes.
And the bullet, you said you noticed she was shot in the leg. How could you tell?
She was shot actually in the foot. I didn't physically see it, but there was a bunch of us around, and everyone was looking at it. I didn't want to lean in and be real nosy, but she was shot right in the foot.
So
no, that motherfucker was sitting there looking at the chocolate cakes. He was probably snatching the chocolate cakes while everybody was trying to help this poor lady who got shot at the YouTube headquarters. He's back there making a double bacon burger. You know he was.
There were people gathering around her, kind of trying to help her out at that time. Did they look like employees of the restaurant or employees from YouTube, perhaps?
A little of each, but I think it was more from people outside. I don't think they were YouTube employees.
Yeah. And this is a place where people go normally just to have lunch. So tell us what you saw after that. You told us you watched as people went.
Yes, Carl's Jr. is a place that people go to have lunch. Some people go to get their shoes repaired, but they're usually disappointed.
Into the building. The authorities went into the building.
Yeah, then next.
This is what I hate about news. Because they have to be there. They have to be out there doing something. They have to be on air. They got to get those clicks, like me right now. But there's really no information. All we know is there's some crazy lady went into YouTube and started to shoot the place up. That's literally all we know. And she killed herself. We know that too. We don't know if it was because she was demonetized and she was pissed off. And somebody put on Twitter how that's not a funny joke. Well, maybe it's true. Maybe you just pissed off the wrong person. They just finally had it. You know, they were making money on YouTube, and then all of a sudden you took it away from them.
You know, from all directions, there was every city. There's got to be 300 police cars here. There weren't that many at that time, but they kept coming because I actually drove right through the intersection.
Well, why the fuck is there 300 cop cars going to a YouTube shooting? Is it because it's YouTube, so it's like a big corporation, so they know to...
Hi, Daddy.
So they know that they have to do some extra work? You know, oh, these people pay a lot of money in taxes, so we got to make sure there's a bunch of fucking... They know the person's dead. That was an active shooter, though, so yeah. How many cops were at the school down in Florida? Was it 300? I don't know. Before we do that, let's yeah, my live stream's already going down. I think it's HQ. I should have put that, huh? I'm not sure why. My streams are always like really weak. Probably because I got a bunch of kids playing on YouTube.
And that they have blocked off right now. I was there right when this first started. SWAT, big black SWAT van pulled up. Then a camouflage SWAT van pulled up.
What's up, Skittles? I saw your message. New channel. I got one of my followers that come and talks to me.
There's got to be 200 people in the building. You think right now? I didn't see them come out. I saw police keep going in, keep going in. I saw the YouTube employees come back out. They all had their hands in the air because they didn't know who was who, and they brought them all across the street. And that's what I saw.
That's what you saw. But you still hadn't seen the officers, the number of officers you saw go into that building. You say that you did not see them come out because you've been pretty close to the scene for the last hour or so.
Yeah, I was right across the street the whole time. I mean, they kept going in, you know, strategically went in, and they did not come out. I mean, maybe a couple did, but I didn't see the majority of them come out.
All right.
Well, the most important question is, did he get his chocolate cake?
Well, Steve Dempsey, thank you so much for your account of what happened. Steve also shared some...
Did he say thank you for your kind of what happened? Is that what he said?
For your kind of what happened.
Thanks for your kind of what...
For your kind of what happens.
Maybe he said something. Maybe I just misheard what he said. Thanks for your kind of what happened. That's fucking hilarious. Skittles. I think the whole thing stinks. Yeah, of course it stinks. Anytime innocent people are killed, it's horrible. What pisses me off already is the fucking CNN news cycles we're going to get about, oh, gun control. We need gun control. Well, apparently, YouTube needs better fucking security. How are you a multi-million-dollar, or is it billion at this point? I mean, I know YouTube by itself loses money, but Google's worth a shit ton of money. How do you not have a fucking false flag? Exactly, Skittles. This is all it is. It's a false flag. YouTube is... CNN sent this guy over there to pretend to shoot people. I mean, all the shit that YouTube does to people... I should feel bad. I know I should feel bad, but... It's almost like, ugh. Funny part of it is if it'd be like a feminist or a blue hair or something. Yeah, you would think a place that does nothing but video uploads would have a great camera system. You would think. I don't know. I just wanted to put this up. There's, like I said, there's no information, but I thought the cake thing was fucking hilarious. So, I'm out of here. Oh, yeah, and, Tonka Saw decided to talk shit about me. And, I should, go after him, I think. I mean, what he says is so fucking ridiculous. Is this gonna work? Because I want to have a picture inside a picture. No, I just happened to go and watch the Kumite. It's hilarious. If this is true what he says, it is hilarious how this worked out for him. Because if it wasn't for my kids leaving and me getting to do some work and need some background noise, I wouldn't even gone to this show. But luckily for him, I did.
Hold on, I gotta point something out. Yesterday, somebody made a bet with me. They sent me a tweet from this person. And they were just moaning about blood sports. And I said, I guarantee you, I will see that son of a bitch in the fucking chat tomorrow. And they're like, no, I think this one really hates you. Well, guess who I just saw in the chat? What's up, the cynics? You just won me $50, you dumb son of a bitch.
The best part is, and I'll probably do a whole thing because he just goes complete retard on this. Well, it's not retard. He gets very emotional, and he's mad because I'm pointing out things that's obvious, and he can't defend it, so he just gets all mad. But the funny thing is, Tonka, you actually helped me out. I told some people about a plan I had and what I would be able to do. They're like, nah, you wouldn't be able to do that. We've already got the first part taken care of. Unfortunately, though, I just don't care about this shit anymore, so I don't care to go through with my plan. But that'll be coming later. A little view for you, because I could wreck Tonka pretty easily on how ridiculous he fucking sounded. All right, guys, now I really am out of here.